Hello, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. This is Sean, obviously. We got LBD, we got Claire.
Yep.
Oh boy, it has been a very busy week between now and then. If anyone's wondering, I literally just got up after a nap because, well, I spent 3 hours putting together a IKEA Billy bookcase with glass
I didn't even
sides.
see that.
Huh?
I just saw that they have an Infinity War Captain, like Winter Soldier shield. Apparently, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's always the thing. Want to take the time since we're here to say hello to the people in chat. Silver Hair Wolf, Lisa, Laura, thank you, Laura, and Andrew Weevil. And I want to say thank you to Laura for being my first super chat. Thank you. I got approved for monetization shortly after last week. So a few of us did in the Funko community. So but just for the record, anything I do that is for any monetization, any of that will go into equipment, because I know the one thing I want to get is eventually I want to get a green screen, just because, quite frankly, as much as I love you guys seeing the inside of my apartment, there are times where you'll see a vacuum cleaner either one side of the screen or the other, because I don't have a closet in this place. So that vacuum is a nomadic piece of technology in this house.
But we enjoy that, because it brings, character and stuff like that. So, I mean, why not? It's your house.
It's funny. I would actually just kill for like a simple 1 foot cube, like linen closet, just so I could put the vacuum in there and like towels.
Are you sure that stuff was like recent? Because I'm all the way back almost by Funkoween and I don't see it.
They must have. Yeah, remember we saw like the Ghostbuster thing on there and a bunch of other stuff.
It might have been somebody else.
It's fine. I'm not too worried about it.
What are you looking for?
We're looking for the list from what, STCC.
Yeah,
Didn't you send it to me?
No, we were talking about it. Like I threw it up on the screen. Remember backstage that one night. I mean, I'll find it. It's nothing. I'm not worried about it too much. Did you guys see what dropped today? Like the what do you call it? Trafalgar Law, if I'm saying his name correctly.
Trafalgar Law, yeah.
Yeah.
They most of the characters in the main character calls him Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and other people could just call him Law. That's a grail for a lot of people in the One Piece community.
Mm-hmm.
And like the OG one, because it's vaulted, it's old, like it's one of the older pops. And now they're coming out with a chase, and I like it because it's different. If you look at it, we'll probably pull it up later, but if you look at it, they're actually different besides the glow.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Clearly, I'm not a One Piece fanatic or any of that. I mean, I don't have the better part of my life to dedicate to that. And we got some BTS pops. We got some Gotcha Man pops, which for anybody who was a child in the 80s and anime was coming into North America, a lot of us were watching things like Astro Boy, Simba, not the Simba that you know from. I am so sorry. Not the Simba that we know from The Lion King, but it was Simba the White Lion, which was
I thought it was Kimba.
Oh, sorry, Kimba. That's right, Kimba the White Lion. Astro Boy. What else?
Simba,
there was also
Kimba.
Wasn't it 099 or something like that?
Oh yeah, Galactic Train. Remember that? That used to be.
I actually watched Gotcha, because in Honduras, anime is any Central and South American country, anime is like a real big deal. So here's they get a lot of those older shows.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the older shows that weren't from my generation, I still got a chance to watch. The one I probably watched the least over there was probably Astro Boy, but they had Sailor Moon, Gotcha, that 099 thing, a couple other things.
I like KNL Collectibles. Comment there. He's like, yeah, come to my place. You'll see pictures hanging on the floor that have been meaning to be put on the wall. Hey, Kenneth Bird, Baby Spice, Nina.
What's going on, everybody? I was on Instagram trying to find a couple of things, so that's why I was.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. I was I was promoting the live so people can come on in. How you doing, everyone?
I actually like how you do those TikTok things now that I've seen
Yeah.
them. It's something I'm probably gonna dip my foot into. Oh, and Debbie is here. The
Hi, Mom.
I hope you enjoy your new cabinet. I mean your new bookcase.
The catalyst to your existence. Yes, we know.
Oh no! I was self-actualized. Watch Lucifer. You'll figure it out.
I haven't watched it yet. Shut your dirty mouth.
I
I'm
know,
watching-
dude. I mean, it's not like you have any free time or you work from home or anything.
I'm not watching it alone. That's why I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, do tell.
That's one of the shows that me and her watch together. That Money Heist and the other one escapes me right now, but it's 3 different shows.
I couldn't get into Money Heist. I tried.
It's hard in a different language, to be honest. It's so much better in the original language.
I watch it in original.
Yeah, me too.
Most of those Netflix shows, if they're Spaniard or I mean,
Yeah.
I'm watching the Luis Miguel one, and some of the words are like, and then the translation is like off completely. But
Yeah.
I kind of understand the gist of it.
Yeah, I don't honestly. I mean, here's the thing. After a day of work, I don't have
That's why I don't drink coffee.
What do you?
I get hyper when I drink coffee. I bounce off the walls.
I don't know. I've told you my sob story when it came to coffee. I never had coffee until I was like in college, and then I ended up with really bad kidney stones. And so now, as I'm older, I maybe have like 1 cup a day. Because I was at one point, even after college, I was drinking like 3 extra larges a day, and I couldn't figure out why I was.
No.
And my head was like spinning, and I felt like crap.
Yeah.
I drink 1 a day in the morning when I get up, and
Hey,
then
Taz.
maybe twice a month I'll have a latte, an iced latte, twice a month. This is my second one this month. That's it. No more.
I don't have coffee that often, but yeah, buddy, that was a lot. That's a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hey, Flip
Taz.
Cake.
Baby Ice, my love. How are you? Hi, everybody.
I can't find it for the
Hola.
life, and that drives me nuts. One of
I
these
remember
days.
seeing it, and I
They
remember trying to look at it. Somebody sent it to me, and it wasn't you guys. But I have so many messages in my Instagram. I have no idea.
You know what it is? Probably he was probably told to take it down, because remember, there's a lot of those posts that they get forced to take down because they're not supposed to like post them.
Yeah, that is absolutely friggin' true. I mean, but
honestly, if you probably do a Google search for it, it'll probably pop up somewhere.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let's so we had Trafalgar drop. Everyone's been going on about the
Sasuke. There's a Sasuke chase too for Naruto.
Is there anything that isn't anime that came out that people might like?
People like that. I don't like. You know how much I hate damn Naruto, but it came out and it was a big hit.
Yeah, he says that. But if you notice, the camera's pointing in a certain tight angle. There's a wall that
no.
says otherwise.
You know what's funny? I looked into like what the chase bundle would cost for that for that Sasuke for somebody, and I accidentally ordered it, and I had to send them an email like right away. Like, I didn't mean to order that. I was like, crap.
How do you order something without meaning to?
Because
you know how many buttons you have to press to be able to order?
One button. When you got Shop Pay, everything's already like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I kind of agree with Claire on that. It's like when I used to work for Cox Communications, and you'd have customers calling up going, "I didn't order that movie. What movie would that be?" And they would say the title begrudgingly, and it's like, oh, okay.
But yeah, so the one thing that did pop up today was kind of like maybe how the little tops or the Panini Funko thing might look like. That's kind of what everybody's guessing what it's gonna. It's obviously it's not a real thing. But that's kind of like, how people are saying it's gonna look like the games and albums and stuff like that. So you could pull that up.
Well, I didn't hear about that actually. I've been kind of out of literally. I've been out of the loop.
I saw a picture of it, and it has a card in the back. It looks like an album, or it looks like one of those the Superman card thing, comic thing. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
It's fan made, but still, like it's in it's a big possibility that that's what they might look like.
Well, I do know that I want this. That
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 went
look.
up for pre-order today.
Mm, it hasn't shown up here yet, but I'm sure when it does. And it's supposed to be a glow in the dark too.
Oh wow, that would
So
be
that's
cool.
yeah. Well, they're finally doing a remastered version of it.
Hmm.
Oh yes, and the new literal flavor of the month.
I haven't seen them, and I went to 7-Eleven today. I didn't even go in for that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go grab myself a slushy, like an actual slushy,
Yeah.
and I didn't even see them at all.
You know what though? Here's the thing. Hold on. What do you think about Gamer versus having chases like Space Jam, Bugs Bunny, Flock, Thanos? Honestly, I think that the Gamerverse having eventually everything will have a chase if it catches on long enough. Like for instance, I wouldn't be surprised at one point in time if 7-Eleven gets a chase. I mean,
Well,
it's a matter of time.
well, Sean, just to kind of go with what Clarissa was talking about,
Mm.
those Gamerverse things have had chases since their like induction. Like that's always been like that. When they announced like 4 of them, or like to release automatic, I think 2 of them had chase variants. And like the Jaws one, I remember had a chase, and
Yeah, I can't find this. I think they took
Yeah.
it down.
yeah, they had to take it down.
Yeah, because I've gone like all the way to
Yeah,
3 days ago.
and I've gone back as far as a week. So
What's up, NYC Pops?
Hey, NYC. The other thing I wanted to point out too was what was it? Trying to find it here. I just went by it. Oh yeah, the Pokemon stuff. Now here's my only gripe about it. I like Pokemon. You guys have seen my card collection on LBD's channel, and if you haven't, maybe one of these days I'll crack the book open again. But I don't understand the whole painting it silver, like going into somebody's garage, grabbing that trim clad aluminum spray paint and spray painting it.
Yeah, I don't know what's the like, and I don't even think they sell well either. So I don't know why they're still doing it.
No, they don't. Toys R Us gets the big giant 10-inch pop ones of those, and those things sit for months and weeks until eventually they're like putting it in your cart going, congratulations, you bought a package of gum. Here's your free 10-inch Pokemon. I didn't want that. No, it's yours, sir. You leave it on the counter, you get in your car, and it's in the back seat. It's like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
They're like that with the Jack Jacks right now.
I'm excited about the Charizard. Still a little bit upset it's a 4-inch pop, but whatever.
Give it time, dude. Give it time.
I predict the glow and metallic version. Yeah,
Oh,
Claire.
here we are. Yeah, the Gamerverse. I like the chases for the Gamerverse, but the problem with it is that
Look at Claire.
what do you mean?
She was showing off her ghost.
I don't see anything.
There you go. That's better.
I'm still debating on whether it's going on Whatnot in a few.
Well, I take a crack at it.
I participated in.
I see you're doing a
what?
Sorry, what was that, Claire?
ducky race for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try, man. I really kind of I want it. It looks really good. I knew the sad part is the only reason I missed it on the drop was because I had stuff in my cart when it went up. So I was trying to I took the stuff out of my cart, and by the time it refreshed, it was gone.
Yeah.
See, I would have just gone straight ahead and just ordered everything.
Yeah.
But LBD, your hubris has done that to you before, though.
No. What that happened to me, but not on the Funko Shop. That's the first time it's ever happened on the Funko Shop. Because I usually never have anything in my cart, but it just so happened to have something I wanted, but it didn't let me buy it. It didn't let me buy it that day for some reason, whatever it was. So I left the site, and then it just happened to still be in there.
Did anybody buy that Surfer Freddy for a $65 purchase?
I want to get it. The problem is that, like I said, in order for me to get it, I have to buy $65 in commons because there is nothing else there that I want. And then
I bought T-shirts. That's what I did. I bought two T-shirts, and I bought 5 toilet ninjas, and that was $65 exactly.
in the defense of the God, oh, God help you if you pull like another 4 dragons.
That'd
She
be sweet.
pulled
Oh, you know the the jamba that I pulled on
the Lilo and Stitch
for the
one.
Lilo and Stitch mini.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I looked up the guy. I was curious, and I looked at the label of the guy who bought it, and he lives in Hawaii. How freaking freaky is that?
that's crazy.
Isn't it crazy? It went to
Yeah,
Hawaii. The guy lives in Hawaii, and everybody was like, "Oh, that thing is selling for $250." I was like, "How much?" I sold it for 40.
that's crazy.
Um,
Laura said that she bought the whole Bad Batch set for $77, which is that's
not
not
bad.
bad. You know, if it's a set you wanted and you didn't catch the pre-order, that's cool. That's. But here's
Um,
the thing: my advice for people who want to get who don't find anything in the Funko shop right now, I would take another look because normally people say that and then they'll have stuff you want. Because they've been putting up a lot more selection, like a lot more stuff up there. I've noticed that, like, and a lot older stuff too. Like they'll bring back some stuff that hasn't been up there before.
Yeah, I know, Clarissa. I wish I would have known that before I just sold it. I would have
um,
sold it for maybe 100 instead of 40.
did you guys see the lovely abomination now of mixing Hello Kitty with the new Hello Kitty mixing things?
Oh yeah, well we're looking at it right now. That isn't that
Yeah,
the one
that's what I was trying to
here?
bring up.
I don't like Hello Kitty,
Yeah.
and
There's this leads to such inappropriate jokes. Asian noodle company and sticking a cat in the container. Like that was the first thing that went to my mind. I was like,
What's up?
wow,
What's up, Ken?
it is such. It's a mildly. It's a like I with such a woke society of people complaining and bitching about the smallest mundane things. I'm really surprised no one has come out and said, "What is this supposed to be? Some type of inappropriate joke?" No, just how it is. But what else was there? Yeah, they seem to be doing a lot of like I should say weird pops, but pops that I wouldn't be interested in. Like, we got more soccer, which is basically the same bottom part of the mold, and then just sticking a different head sculpt on.
I know that is so like ridiculous. Except for the guy in green.
That's well, it's such easy. Yeah, here's all the other ones they had come out. Bicycle, cup of soup, which is weird. Um, this little guy here, which is supposed to be like an egg yolk. Oh, nice. Baby Spice found the Fast and Furious pops at Target today and bought them both.
I do
Yeah.
want those in a way, but at the same time, I was like, because I don't have any of the original ones.
Luca. I haven't watched that yet. Who is the? Is it
It's
Pixar or is it
Pixar.
DreamWorks?
Pixar's the only company I think that's under Disney that'll release their films for without the premium.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because well, great. It's another Pixar movie, so that'll be a fun movie to, after watching, going, oh, gee, the ever slowly marching. A bunch of us have come to the conclusion: if you're an adult and you have children, watch any Pixar movie, and there's always this underlying story of life is precious, life is short, life is pain, life is glory, and we're all going to die someday. Now, as an adult, you sit there and go, "Oh, great, the existential dread of life." As a child watching, you're like, "Oh, I love it, bright colors and pretty characters." So you have these two age demographics walking out of the theater, one bouncing off the walls and the other one going, I need to call my mom. I need to I need,
I'll be right back. Do not dare. Do not dare to mess with my Alexa. That's all I'm
No,
gonna say.
no, you're fine. We don't do
Chat, I got a
that.
story for you when I come back.
Oh God, Ken. You mean the GameStop Kefla? And where did you get the Common and Chase Goku? Because I ordered mine and apparently they got robbed from the store, so now they're ordering more. That's an interesting story for another day. But that's a big
I'd say that for a video.
Yeah, yeah. That well, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'll talk about it when I get that Chase bundle in, and I'll tell you the story about that. Um,
A
in that
little story
video,
all about how my
bundle got robbed. I don't know how.
relaxing, chilling, buying pops.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well,
Oh,
keep in mind though, some very rarely to sometimes I mean EB Games allows us to pre-purchase things here in
mhm.
Canada before you guys like look at the Demon Slayer pops.
He said that he got them off Facebook Marketplace. So did you play?
Oh, just
Did you pay premium for all that stuff, or did you find like a good deal? Because that's a
it
lot of stuff.
depends. Well, there was a lady here locally that was selling a selling one of the original like Halo sets
Hmm.
for like a cost because
Yeah.
she had no clue. Son passed away and they were sitting in a room and she wanted to get rid of them. So some guy goes and buys them,
Yeah.
runs back, and then tries to throw them up in the local group. Local group here eats him alive. Nobody buys it because they're like, you literally went to a grieving parent, bought her kids Funko Pops, and then you're trying to throw them up on PPG pricing. Literally 4 hours later.
Yeah. That's pretty low.
Yeah, like you should have done the right thing. Sat down and said, "Hey, look, I realize you're grieving, but these are actually worth a lot more than what you're asking for. And I think if if
Well,
you
I know,
want,
I know you've. I don't know if it was from a grieving parent, but I know you've had a conversation like that with somebody before. When you
yeah,
tell me for sure.
you don't you don't take advantage of people, man, especially when they're
Yeah.
at the lowest. That's
Well, they just
oh
lost their
makes
kid,
my
man.
skin crawl.
It's hard to get lower than that.
Yeah,
You know.
but some people are all about the dollar. Buddy up 20 extra bucks. Oh, it was a bulk buy.
Well,
Nice.
that's not bad actually. So that's cool. Yeah, you got really lucky there, because that Goku Chase, I got it for a decent deal, the bundle, but I've seen that bundle go between 80 and 90 in a
Oh
lot of
wow.
yeah. So I got it for half that.
Shit, that is actually really impressive.
Yep.
Um, well, Claire is doing that. I got a letter today. Um, this is from Laura. Thank you, Laura. It says every card should be a winner. I love the envelope she put it in. It's got this like uh, I'm covering things because I don't want to make sure. It's got like this cool astrology of the planets. It's like a astro something. I can't think of the proper name of it. It'll come to me later. Oh wow, I'm trying to figure out how to open this without actually wrecking it.
That's rough. You might want to like tear it from the side.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm using the using this and
Mhm.
making sure I can put just the time. There we go.
Speaking of
Just
which, how
the,
did you deal with my card? Because I know it had glitter in it, but it was pretty cool still.
oh, your card.
Yeah.
Once I knew there was glitter in it, I poured the glitter into the bottom of the box, and then later I took the card over to the toilet and I opened it up and just dumped it all in there. The rest of it.
Yeah, because well, it's gonna be hard because there's a part of it that slides out. So
Oh, I
some.
know, I know. I like I said, I was patient.
Oh, okay.
Careful opening the envelope. Yeah, I'm trying to. Uh,
Yeah, I don't have good luck with envelopes. One, I gotta do with one hand, and two, I have big fingers, so it's
He
not easy.
said,
there we go. There we go. Got it.
That
Oh
is what
wow,
you said.
I'm actually impressed. I opened that without actually hitting anything.
"Excuse me,
Nice.
what are we doing?"
He's
I'm
opening the leg from Laura.
yeah, trying to actually I'm opening it without trying to kill my hand. Oh wow, that is cool. Even the inside looks cool. I can't even show it properly. I'll have to do a black light in it. Actually, I'm kind of. We can worry about that later. So let's take a look here. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. Sweet. I'm actually probably going to take advantage of this tomorrow. She sent me a Starbucks gift card, which thank you very much. This is very generous. Thank
Nice.
you. Oh wow. Oh, you know it's funny too. I'm like half 2.5 block, no, a block and a half from a Starbucks. I've not gone in there since. Well, I think the last time I was in there was about 2 weeks ago.
You
Sat
should.
outside. sat out there and watched them film Umbrella Academy. Oh, and a Chinese New Year. Oh, this is cool. Actually, I'll probably keep this card after, even if it's done. It's got. I just want to cover things up here. I like this type of art. For the record, it is. I don't know. I've always liked it. Like, the very minimalist style of art where it's like, just it's almost like a print. The year of the sheep. Do you guys know what year you guys are born in the Chinese astrology?
Um, that was Laura. She's very sweet. Laura is an amazing, amazing, amazing.
I've never
Absolutely.
seen I've never seen these before. Now, I do know, okay, so in traditional Chinese culture, when you give a red envelope, it's usually like a money gift that you give somebody. Usually you would give them as a thank you for doing something for you. So I thank you very much. I'm only going to open one of these because I'm willing to bet they're all similar. I also want to show the letter, which I'm going to do in a second. My desk right now, if anybody, I wish I could do a top view. It is currently, because I'm sending out 5 packages tomorrow. So I have a complete setup off to the side here of all the wrapping material and stuff ready. So when I'm done this live stream, when we have our after party, I'm going to be sitting there wrapping stuff up.
What's up, Nay? Welcome.
Hey, Caitlin. What's up? What's up,
wow.
Nay?
Oh, wow.
What? Can you?
Okay, sorry.
Oh
Okay.
wow! Oh wow!
Sorry. These are all the different astrology symbols of the Chinese New Year. Like, for instance, so if anybody knows anything about Chinese astrology, there are you're born into different houses. It rotates, I believe, every 4 years. I could be wrong. And it also breaks down into the elements as well, which is a subcategory. Like, for instance, since I was born October 2nd, 1981, my astrology symbol for that particular is the rooster, or in some, they even say phoenix, that kind of flip. And the element is metal.
Huh.
And then it will also go into, the whole yin yang, like positive and negative energy, what you're born more into. I think mine is, and LBD is probably going to roll and enjoy the moment, is dark. So yeah. Well, it's a lot of astrology does that. Like, even North American astrology, like, like Libra and all that other stuff, it does break into like other houses and numbers and stuff depending on the time of day when you were born.
Yeah.
If anybody's wondering, I had a huge interest in numerology and astrology when I was younger.
I would have never noticed. How about you?
I wouldn't have noticed because he read so damn much. You would think he had an interest in everything. So,
well, no, I still have all my astrology books on the bookshelf in the. Okay, so you see where the door is there? There is a bookshelf that's just out of view, and there is about 6 or 7 books on different forms of astrology.
You see, this is exactly what I mean. If you put up a green screen, we can't get these tours of where everything is.
Yeah.
It's okay. I actually have a coworker. He's like, you should just do a video of like of your collection. Great live, congratulations! You have won the Starbucks. Just in case the card lottery. I actually am lazy. Often adding to my Starbucks card. I have a few Ventes on me. Better than paying postage. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much, Laura. This is an amazing card. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah.
There we go. And I love the celestial globe. That's what it's called.
I don't know what my Chinese New Year's thing is. I have no freaking clue.
What year were you born in?
89.
89. So hold on, we can easily find out. Chinese astrology. Yeah, because I know 2000 was the year of the dragon, because there were a lot of households that were trying to have children at that particular time, and it was like people inducing labor. Hey, Unuseful Boxing, thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. It was wild. Okay, so you said you were born in 89. So you would be Snake.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes. And Claire was, what year were you, Claire?
You never ask a woman that.
I didn't ask what day. I asked what year.
That's even worse.
Actually, you've already said how old you are, so I could actually look
I
it
know.
up.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah, look it up so people don't do the math.
What's up, Mickey?
Okay, so when did Columbus make landfall?
Oh, Mickey's here now. You can ask him.
Oh yeah, Tiger. Why am I not surprised? Probably wakes up to Survivor every morning. That's his alarm clock. Dead, 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 dead. And he's just looking back and forth. Every day it's a 3.5 minute musical getting to the bathroom.
Oh,
As he slowly pelvic thrusts his way over to the bathroom.
I don't know. You guys make it sound like you're never gonna get old.
Oh, please. I had to lay on the floor to put in the to line up the door on the little case my mom bought, and I'm lying there on the floor, and I went, you know what, this is fine. I can live here. I'd be fine here, because I didn't want to get up, because the last time I got up, it was like there's a certain that comes, regardless of your weight, regardless of how tall or how short you are, there comes a certain time in your life where you realize you're no longer a kid, and it's about the time when you realize that you can't get off the floor without your knees dying.
It figures I'd be the dog in
the year of the dog.
The year of the dog. It figures it's that wolf dog thing going on.
Yeah, it breaks into a lot of different things too, and it's interesting. And I've had like I said, I haven't really paid too much attention to it when I got older, but hey, Funko Pops and Unicorns, thank you for coming out. Born to be the wolf.
Yeah, I can't escape it. What can I say?
No, they you know, it's
funny. I did my video for Friday, and Caitlin, I mentioned you in the video because I pulled the pop out of a mystery box, and I still have no idea who they are, and I'm like, where's Caitlin when you need her? You know, like I have no idea.
Oh, that's actually. Oh my god, Psylocke.
Yeah,
she
Psylocke.
Oh, yeah, I know who Psylocke is.
Yeah,
I actually have that pop.
She's in the movie. What's the
X-Men Days Future Past.
Yeah, they actually made her wear like a really like crazy costume, like almost no costume on her, and she was not happy.
Apparently, it was very rash-inducing.
Yeah, in all the wrong places.
So when she's looking in the camera and she's got that like look like she's hating life, it's legitimate. It's not acting.
No, yeah, she was not, like she mentioned it in a lot of the interviews later on that she was not exactly a happy camper, and I don't blame her.
I still like Laura's idea. I had gift cards at my desk just in case, gave away his birthday cards. Was when I was working. That's actually a really good idea. What do you call it? I used to keep, because what happened where I used to work at, people would sometimes bring their kids in, and especially people that had left on maternity leave who had more than one kid. So I actually used to keep extra pops at my desk that I didn't want, that I didn't care, that they were on display. And if a kid came in, I would just say, here you go. And it got to a point where one kid was like expecting it when he came into the office. Like, I can't keep doing that.
Thank you. I keep a box in my car. The other day there was a kid in the garage. He was inconsolable. The mother was having such a hard time with him. He did not want to stop crying. I went to the back of my truck, picked out a 2-pack, picked out a little princess for the little girl that was standing there quiet, and gave it. And he was like, and she looks at me like.
You know what's funny? I did the Murder Machine Chase Roulette, right, for the Batman.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I had was it like 4 or 5 of them come in damaged, so they sent me 5 more. But since they came from the store, they were obviously going to be common. They didn't come directly from the warehouse because at that time they were doing store deliveries because of the pandemic. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I got stuck with like 20 murder machines and only, I think it was like 2 chases I had.
Yeah.
and it was crazy. Luckily though, like most of my neighbors' kids started having birthday parties, so I literally just tossed one in every bag for every gift, along with other stuff. But I'm saying, like, I was like, okay, you get a murder machine, you get a murder machine. You get a murder machine. It was
I
hilarious.
mean, those pops, like the case was worth something, but the common was like what,
Yeah,
$6?
Well, not even that. Somebody here bought the Chase, and they had it. They were trying to sell it for 100 the first week. Then it dropped to. I was showing LBD, and then it went from 100, and then he was like down to like 90, and then he was down to 80, and then he was down to 75. And the guy's on my friend list, like he's a friend, and I said, "You're not going to be able to sell it." He's like, "Why?" I said, "We all went in there. There was 11 Chases. There was
yeah,
7 of us.
that was a lot
So,
on. And then
so
I think was it that I think one of mine went to
hey, babe.
Andrew, and then the other one I ended up doing a giveaway with. I didn't even sell mine.
I think I gave a set away for a giveaway or something. Hi, Anthony Blaze. Hi, Bev. I'm sorry if I didn't say hi to someone.
I still have it on
Um,
my Chase
how
wall.
much is it now, though? The
It's like
Chase?
$44.
Yeah, well, it was one of those, and I because we have no way of proving this, I still believe it was one of those ones where they knew that there was going to be a high number of people that wanted it, so they made more chases than they normally would, because I remember our stores getting restocks and they'd have like 3 chases and 1 common. So it's like, how does that work?
Yeah. I don't know. And also, like, it was a pretty weak chase. Like, the glow wasn't that great on it either.
Nita, by the way, I'm going to have a tracking number for you tomorrow, around after lunch. I wanted to wait until I had basically I had everything together, and I'm going to be shipping out your prize for last week. Uh, Actually, that's a good segue. So starting, well, basically this month we already did it, but next month I'm going to do, in the middle of the month, we'll do a giveaway. It, I'll change up how the game, I'll use different games, of course. I mean, we'll figure other things out. And I figure for fun, we're going to do it. You know how everyone does the super hot challenge or the disgusting food challenge? We're going to do the decadently sweet challenge, where we get
Hi,
to eat.
Kate. Thank you for stopping in.
Thank you,
Oh,
Caitlin. I
I was
appreciate
gonna
it.
say
Hmm?
that's up my alley.
Yeah, yeah. We each
Sweet.
get our favorite snack, and then we have to suffer while eating it.
I would have to actually think about that because, oddly enough, you would think I would eat a lot of sweets, but honestly, I do not. And so I
LBD, it could be a goddamn cupcake or a bag of M&Ms. It doesn't have to be a tiramisu 5
I
levels
would get
deep.
me a tres leches or a
Oh, that's good.
tiramisu,
You know what? I would get myself a nice flan, a rum flan.
a flan, coconut flan. Come on, man.
Uh, Honestly, I've been having a really hard hankering for rum balls. Those things are so good.
That's what she said.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Red velvet is good. But actually, my favorite cake in the world, and I love it, and I
Oh,
try to get it around my birthday, is Black Forest cake. It has always been I think my mom bought me one when I was like 6 or 7, and it was like, oh my God. It
I'm
has
trying.
chocolate, it has whipped cream, it has maraschino cherries. This is the greatest cake in the world. It doesn't need.
okay.
I'm trying to think
Bye,
what I
Sharon.
have
Thank
recently
you.
that.
Thank you for coming in, and I hope you're feeling better. Sharon had surgery
Oh,
and on her foot, and I think it was today or yesterday. But thank you, Sharon, for stopping in
Thank you.
hope
and
you feel
supporting us.
better.
Thank you.
Hey, Golden. Thank you. Yes, thank you for coming in, and I'm speedy recovery seems to be the theme for this month for people.
I'm trying to think. What's the last thing I had that involved red velvet? Something I don't know what it is. It wasn't just red velvet. It was something like that included red velvet, and I'm trying to figure out
There
what
was a
that
place
was.
that used to
Listen,
sell.
we don't want to hear about your kinky sex life, okay? It's like it's too early.
Um. Oh, there was
Oh, I
a.
forgot. Sean is monetized.
Thanks, Claire. There used to be a place here that used to do like these big giant like decadent cupcakes. Remember when in like the early 2000s owning a cupcake store was like the new business venture where everyone was going to be millionaires? Yeah. And they had red velvet cupcakes, and they weren't red velvet. They were just basically white cake batter that they dyed red.
Oh no.
Because I was watching them.
I remember that when all these cupcakes and they made all these fancy cupcakes.
Yeah. They're still
That was
around
good.
though. Over here, they're still around a little bit,
Some, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not as prevalent as like boba tea places were like in the early 90s.
Well, most people right now have decided to keep that business going from their home because they realize they can't they can't actually have a place for it because there were so many of them that unless you had somebody advertising you weren't doing anything.
Well, it's not even that. Let's be honest. How many of us in our daily lives have been sitting there going, I need a cupcake. And you know what? I want a decadent cupcake.
No, like a fancy one like every day?
Yeah.
Not like every day, but there are times that I remember those times and say, damn, there's no good cupcake places that you can go and get a red velvet cupcake.
My
or
favorite place in the world. And
mango cupcake.
No, and those are good. Those are really good. The Twinkie, I like Andrew, the Twinkie box challenge. No, Andrew, I don't think I could eat a whole box of Twinkies, and if I did, I know exactly how it would end.
No,
I'd be
I'm
sitting there
not
going,
doing that.
well, guys, that concludes our show. We're going, and then I'd be like turning the sound off, and you just see me go to the washroom because don't get me wrong, guys. Here's the thing. American Twinkies, and I'm not the only one that's come across this, they are more sweeter than what we have here in Canada.
More sweeter?
More sweeter.
More sweets, sweetest, more decadent, whatever word you want to use.
They are sweeter.
They are sweeter. Thank you. And I'm not the only one who's come across. I've had some. I gave some to a friend of mine because he was like the one day he's like, "What are these?" That they're American Twinkies. Like, what's the difference? That here, you try one. Tell me. And of course,
they don't taste the same anymore, Sean. I mean, at least to me, I've had them and they don't taste the same. Not the American ones, anyway. I've never had the Canadian.
The Canadian ones, I don't. I mean, it's been a while since I've had a Canadian one, but I can tell you that they're not as sweet. They're you can really taste it. And hell, the last box I had here, I gave half them away to the friend of mine. He was like, "Oh my god, these are so sweet." I was like, "Do you want to take some home?" Yeah, here you go, buddy. Just
yeah.
Personally, I even tried. Someone suggested trying one frozen. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, that was different. Like, I think it would be really nice to have one like in the summertime like that, but I don't think as a as just a random one off. I don't think I would have that.
Did it make the sponge cake hard though, or just the inside?
Oh yeah. Oh, it made the sponge cake. It made it firm, but not like that you couldn't eat it. And the inside was kind of like a really, really weird ice cream to describe it.
Okay.
It was different. I mean,
sounds interesting. I put the Yodos in the fridge.
Not a problem, NYC. I get it. Lord knows I've may or may not have actually come on and interacted in live streams while working.
Hola, Miguel.
You.
Yeah. So, guys, seriously, if you get a chance, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It gets my channel out there and allows more new people to come in. Actually, one of the other channels that isn't Funko Pop related might be doing a collab. It's a local person here. They go by the Canuck Digger. They do metal detecting, and I mentioned that I know some spots in the city where, because I like old history, like turn of the century, like where cities come from and everything. So I know some spots. So that won't be on my channel, but I will gladly go on theirs because I don't think it really fits the theme of my channel. Welcome to the Funko Illuminati. Here we are at a farmer's field. We're going to be digging for coins.
That's okay. It's something different. I mean, people are doing all kinds of different stuff on their channels that are Funko channels just to test the water. So it doesn't matter. Variety sometimes is good.
I think NYC Pops just summarized my thought of the Pokemon Pops. You know what's funny? I'm waiting for them to do is when they realize that actually, have they ever released? No, they haven't released any chase Pokemon. I mean, the worst they've done is the Mewtwo NYCC.
What they gotta do is the Vaporeon too.
Oh God, man, people are getting wild over that. That was something.
There's still something. It's still going on.
I don't know what the driving force of that is, because
Funko Shop exclusive.
Okay, because we had it here. I had a chance to buy one here from Toys R Us, and I didn't even think to do it. So I was like, no,
I didn't
that's
buy that one. What? That was a Funko Shop exclusive.
yep.
Yeah, it was
I probably just said nope. It's anime, and I skipped the day.
ECCC Funko Shop exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah, because I had a chance to pick that up at Toys R Us, and I was like, you know what? No, I don't need it. And no, in retrospect, maybe I think the next because SDC is coming out, and Lord knows Toys R Us is going to get a bunch of those. Maybe I should just like buy one of everything, and then when the dust settles, I'll figure out what to do from there.
It's like you buy everything, and the one you don't buy, that's the one that hits the mountain.
Yeah, I was really well. My only reason for not is because here's the thing. Toys R Us, keep in mind, we were still, in the middle of lockdown, and Toys R Us was, what do you call it? Still, everything was still locked down. Not everything was up and running, and it wasn't guaranteed that everything was going to come in good shape. I mean, LBD's seen a few, most of the other content creators that I deal with, we share information. And I posted pictures of like some boxes that I got were just completely and utterly mangled. Like just, it was the most horrific thing I'd ever seen. And it was my stuff. And then you'd go to the store and the girl's like, oh, I'm sorry. So do you want your money back? Well, do you have a replacement? Well, no. And what our store does is they don't take the damaged stuff and send it back to the warehouse. They put it on the floor. So about 4 weeks after SDC or any convention, you have basically their display case of all the mangled deliveries that nobody wanted.
Wow. I was holding my breath on the Ghost Rider because I seen how many people got theirs damaged and whatnot. I was like, dear God, please don't let this thing come all messed up.
Yeah, it was wild.
And it didn't come in a sorter, but it was bubble wrapped pretty well.
Huh. Oh wow. I will admit it's one I missed and kind of upset, but it is what it is. What's happening about comments? Sorry, I try close. I saw where I can I can write comments. What's about comments? What am I missing here?
I think her comments are off. You have to make sure that the video is not for kids.
Yeah, if you put it for kids, it'll turn off your comments automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You have to go to your studio.
Well, I didn't think I've never put any of my video. Yeah, my videos aren't for children. I think it has to do with the fact that. Hold on, let me just see here. I apologize, people. We can still talk while we're doing this. No, I didn't think.
It's not you. It's not you, Sean. It's her.
Oh, okay.
That she can't have comments on her YouTube, and she can't figure out it. I'm telling her. No, you're fine. It's her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, on YouTube, you just got to make sure it's not for kids because YouTube, as soon as it hits the child barrier, you can't leave comments. People won't get what do you call? People won't get the notifications.
Yeah, you can't even turn it on to notifications.
Yeah. If you don't care about the box, Amazon sells some of the trash returns. Yeah, this is actually this is so true, so friggin' true. And there are, again, I'm not bashing anybody. There are some channels out there that do very well opening up those boxes and buying. We bought a $2,000 Amazon.
No, I think my favorite one of that is when they get the Amazon exclusives. For some reason, Amazon cuts their own sticker out of the actual, like they don't just peel it off; they cut the sticker out.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
why they would do that, but okay, yeah.
That is messy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think it's funny that I don't know why Amazon allows people to return some of the stuff they return. Like,
okay, sure. Anything you can wipe your ass with a wipey and they'll take it back.
Oh yeah, or people just they like I saw the one where they were looking at this person bought it and was like, oh, a brand new iPad. No, it was a brand new iPad box with a phone book in it.
Huh.
And they shrink wrapped it.
Wow.
Like,
That's actually pretty common in New York. So yeah.
no bother at all. You're not bothering us at all. Not even close. Yes, you're right, Lee. YouTube can be a little much when it comes to certain things. Oh, what's pop name? Oh, you're fully vaccinated. Congratulations. Yeah. You know what's funny? I was telling LBD this sometime this week. I didn't know that here that when you get your vaccination, you get your second one, and you're kind of like feeling not the greatest. That I could have had a paid day off. I could have had
Well,
3 actually.
yeah, I was about to say you could have had 3, and you went in for 4 days straight.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there because day one, it was like the evolution of humanity. Day one, I'm sitting at my desk. I'm dead to the world. Day 2 and day 3 and day 4, I was fine. But that's great. What Dolores said, I bought a 10-inch pop. It was $5 less than and the box was perfect. I've had that happen. I mean, $7 a pop is a great example. I'm sure everyone here has bought stuff from there, and what they consider a 7 is a 10 in my eyes. In fact,
yeah. I mean, freaking, I've gotten when I get a 9 from them, I'm like, holy crap.
speaking of which, I have a 7.5 pop in here.
Mm.
Let's take a look.
I'm trying to remember what it
I
could
bought
be.
on Amazon. I bought these the boxes for the one pop,
Yeah.
and they had a damage. I was like, how do you damage boxes? So I said, you know what? It was $10 less for 50 boxes, and I bought them. There was nothing wrong with them. Not even one of them was broken. Yet the last batch that I ordered,
Mhm.
about 6 boxes were broken. I was like, okay, this don't make no kind of sense.
Let's take a look here, because I was actually saving it for this. So we got
I think I know what it is.
return slip, which we don't need to know about. I'm trying not to do this. They're Mr. Grail,
Yeah.
if anyone's interested. And
No, they Clarissa, they wrap them up in a plastic and they send it to you, and UPS brings it just like that, and you think it's heavy and it's super
Oh
light.
yeah, I figured
Oh,
that's
and it
what it was.
says Sub-Zero.
yeah, trying to make sure I can get this into
You know
frame
what's
without.
crazy? Like the OG version that's newer from like the end of 2019.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
No, of Scorpion.
Mhm.
It's like $34 now. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I wanted this when this first came out, but I couldn't get my hands on it. So yeah, and for instance, like I'm looking at this box here. I would try to show you guys, but the problem is because I got the glare of the studio light. But there's no creasing on the box. There's no dents, no wear or tear. I mean, it's the box is perfect. Came in a sorter. Came in its own little.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's a box.
That's the way the box comes, and then you just build it, Clarissa. You just fold it and you build it up, and that's it.
So, in my opinion, the only time you worry about boxes from $7 is when you get to the 6 range, 6.5 to 6. Then you need to, you have to consider it will come damaged.
Exactly. I've seen I think the worst I've seen was a 4.5, and I'm still wondering. I really wish they would have shown a picture of what a 4.5 looks like.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what they should, because he always produces little videos and does like little blurbs for whatever the new autograph pop that's coming out. They should really do.
Spastic does. Spastic does that the night before their drop.
Mhm.
They'll send out an email and like you can even go to their website the night before.
No. I'm not talking about an email of like what they're putting out. What I want to see is let me finish. Are you done?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I can help you. So what I was saying is that I want them to do a video where you have what their idea of a 10 is, and the camera just slowly slides down to where you get to what they consider they can't sell, which is like obviously like a 0. Hey, buddy, how was the vacation? Was it good? Did you get us some some nice things? Did you get a shirt?
Well, what you said about the video actually is not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get out, is because that way the public knows what their idea of what to expect from that company. Like, here's our idea of a 10. Here's our idea of a 0.
Yeah, but also, they pull those out and they take the time to take the pictures of it. They have a bunch of people working on that stuff. I know that when they do the drop on Spastic, it's close to sometimes it's close to be as big as the $7 one, and
Yeah.
they show preview pictures like the day before. Like you'll get an email saying like, "Oh, here are preview pictures for tomorrow's drop for all damage and stuff like that."
But yeah, that's exactly what I'm just saying. I would love for $7 because they do some like little like when they have an autograph pop that they're putting out like on a Saturday. They put out a video saying, but I'd like to see just what their idea of a perfect pop is compared to one that they wouldn't sell. So that way, when people are going to buy something, they can sit there and go, oh, like for me, $7 a pop, anything 7 or above is great. Once you start dipping down below that, that's when you start getting into the,
the iffy range.
What happened to Andrew?
Andrew, well, I'm not going to go into details because it's his story to tell, but the short version is that Andrew has a wound on his foot that requires a little more attention than the average wound, and so he's getting that looked after. He's perfectly fine. He's healthy.
Yeah. Pretty fast on today.
Yeah. The reason it's got to be taking so much care of is because he's mentioned this before that he has neuropathy on his feet.
Yes, it's well, that's why I said I'd rather him explain.
Well, no, that part.
It's okay. It's all right. As long as he's like, okay.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Andrew was
fine.
A
nasty injury. I said, what happened? Did he step on a plug?
No. Actually, Andrew is very diligent in making sure that things that are on the floor shouldn't be on the floor. Now, sitting on things on his bed, that's a completely different world. I mean, we may get a gluteus maximus injury from Andrew eventually one day.
He was diabetic before his transplant.
I remember before his transplant, he said that he was. Yeah, yes. He said it various times, and then after his transplant, he's not. He's not diabetic anymore.
But there's still echoes of that problem.
Right, the damage remains from it. Yeah.
But he's fine. Okay. He's
all right. We won't violate any HIPAA regulations on this live stream.
Actually, when that whole HIPAA thing is mainly for doctors and hospitals. It's not really.
Hello, I worked in healthcare 31 years. It's a joke.
I still. Well, I mean, it's not like anyone here is going to put Gorilla Glue in their hair or try to shave their face with Gorilla Tape.
Jesus. I want to know.
Oh, Lord.
It's funny. I mentioned it. Someone's like, "Yeah, I learned that the hard way." So they were putting up plastic sheeting over because they were rebuilding like a back veranda and they were enclosing it, and so they had Gorilla Tape, and so they thought maybe it would be faster if I cut lengths that I need, and then I'll just tape them on the underside of my arm so I can just
God.
At which point I was like, I don't need to hear the end of this story. I know exactly how it ended. You either ended up tearing off hair or skin, or you did something stupid and it went wrapped around your arm, at which point you sat there and went, reassessed your life choices.
Anything that says gorilla on it, you got to be careful, man, because they make super strong products.
Oh yeah. I have a roll of Gorilla Tape that what was the last thing I used it for? Oh, I used it. I had a bag that got start to have a wear at the bottom of it because you're picking it off the floor all the time like a canvas bag, and I did double side on one side of the bag and the other side, and that's been through the wash about 6 or 7 times since I put it there, and that tape is still there, like it's not coming out. It's not coming off.
So one of the pops that I collected because I'm a fan of the show. It's an anime, right? I don't have to really mention what it is, but
thank you, Mitch. That means a lot. I appreciate you being here for us.
Now it's apparently one of the top hits in the Chalice mystery box. They only put 6 of them in there, and it's a $70 pop now. It's crazy.
What was the pop?
It's a pop from an older anime that got vaulted. And now it's like 7. You couldn't walk into a GameStop without seeing that like 4 of those in there. It was crazy. And
you're talking about the Cabbage Man?
No. I'm talking about the Yu Yu Hakusho one, the Yusuke.
Oh yeah, that was ours. Ours was Cabbage Man at EB Games. We had like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, they were floating around for the longest time, and now for some reason they just went up. What's this? Fun fact about Gorilla Tape. Fun fact: Gorilla Tape is stronger than glue. I once stuck to my clothes and my hair. I'll never be doing that again. I've had
Well, I don't know how it got stuck to your clothes and your hair, but you know.
Well, no,
I've
had duct tape stuck in my hair, but that was
Were you in the red room?
No. I was sticking gorilla what was I was sticking I had a floor mat in a hallway that kept moving, like, because the cat would run down the hallway, stop, and then it would bunch up. And one day when I tried to get into the apartment, she had done it and it jammed, and it took me forever to get into the apartment because obviously I couldn't open the door. So I was like, what do I do? I was going to use some what do you call it? The those little Velcro stickers. But I was like, you know what? Screw this. I don't want this thing to move. So I basically straightened the rug out, taped one end down, and then I took the other end of the tape, and I was about to do something. And because I didn't tie my hair back, my hair flipped over the front of my face while I was holding the tape, and it caught on it. So I was sitting there going, oh God, what do I do? And I was like, okay, you know what? It's just a few hairs.
So to answer Mitch, actually no, the Cabbage guys started going up when they announced the live action show was gonna be done by the original creators, and then they kind of had a falling out with Netflix. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Baby Ice has a question for us. Can you highlight her question?
Sure. What are all the hosts' favorite pops? Hold on, I'm trying to, because I have both chats open. So
my favorite pop right
where
now.
can I find it?
Let's see. That's a good question for that's so wrong. Normally I will be able to answer that. I think I can't say what's my favorite pop overall at the moment. I can't say my favorite newest pickup is Admiral Thrawn. Like out of the new ones that I picked up.
There we go. Found it. Mine, well, right now and will be for a very, very long time is, and I can't pull it out of the case right now because I have my banner set up for filming, but it is my Freddy Funko Vault Boy. I spent years looking for that. Second close to that would be the one that Dead Zone sent to me, and that was which is in the case behind me, is the Conan O'Brien. Yeah, the Conan O'Brien. I almost said Spider-Man. I don't know why. Conan O'Brien Ghostbuster, because that was one I set up a lot of accounts to try to get that to get, but did not win.
By the way, keep an eye out for Dead Zone's next mystery box or auction. He's been talking about it a little bit, so
yeah,
don't miss out on that.
When that does come out, I will definitely be well, I like Dead Zone. I mean, I have the winnings from the last one. I'm looking to unload one of them, which I'll probably be putting into something else. There is actually something else I wanted to mention too. So, not really big, really doesn't help our American friends here, but there is a Instagram channel. Now, this individual is a mystery. I don't know his first or last or where he's from, but he posts. I'm gonna actually share this on the screen here. Share screen.
Baby Ice, you know me, so you know what my favorite pop is, because somehow just jump.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. I thought
she knows who it is.
No, go ahead.
Everybody knows.
Well,
everybody knows it's the Joker. No, Joker. That's it.
Joker.
Yeah, my bank robber.
Mine is probably my Anti-Venom. The Anti-Venom is probably my favorite.
We already, but you got the case. You got that big ass case for it coming soon now, right? The protector for it.
Yeah, I ordered it with you guys.
Yeah. I really think you should put that thing on a pedestal.
Seriously.
No, you can buy them.
I can't wait to. As a matter of fact, when I get it, I'm not gonna slip it in the armor until your show. We'll do it on this live. I'll put it in the armor because I think it's gonna look amazing.
Hey, sorry, my goddamn, stop that. Sorry,
hello,
YouTube's
Southern Comic Geek.
Thank you for coming on.
Comic Geek.
Yeah.
I like your logo. What? Sorry, here, one second. So I wanted to give this guy a shout out. It is Funko News Canada. They are basically our version of Disfunko, but this guy puts out anything that comes out for any of my Canadian viewers. Anything that comes out because we don't necessarily always get the Funko Shop exclusives. So as soon as that stuff becomes available at other venues, it pops up there. Now, I've helped him with a few things that I found locally here that's showing up, and he's very generous where he'll give you credit where credit's due. In fact, I got a few subs out of it and a few Instagram followers from it. So if anybody here is the Canadian side of the border, check this guy out. Because like I said, anything that comes out puts the links. He even does it by province as well, which is really, really sweet. Oh, excuse me.
Bingo.
Drank way, way too much water way too fast, and I'm now paying for it later.
No, I had a lot of water before I came on, but I paid a visit to the room before I came on.
Well, honestly, NYC Pops, if there's something you want, I do for some people, and I do for some of my viewers, and always for my friends. If there's something you want from pop culture, and I can pick it up for you, I will do that. I generally don't take payment until I have it in hand, because it just, but within reason, of course. I mean, 1 or 2 pops is fine, but I'm not, and I usually have no problem with some. I mean. Honestly, I haven't had too many problems with people. Only one incident, and that incident took care of itself eventually.
The incident kind of shot itself in the foot.
That's a story for another day behind closed doors.
Yeah. Let's open this sucker up. I'm going to open this.
All right, let me make you big. Oops. There we go.
Well, let me open it first.
What?
I kind of like my new setup though, like the way I've organized my pops now. I'm enjoying it more because I get to see them very more clearly.
Well, you gotta change things up every now and then.
Yeah,
like I was going through Claire's videos about a couple days ago, and I was like looking at the evolution of her room.
But my thing was the space, like how now I have the helmets up there, so I can have more room for more statues on the desk, and I got more statues coming. So, and then I got
I'm gonna take it out.
My hero there, my Dragon Ball here, gaming stuff with a little bit of Power Rangers. It's all over.
Hold on, LB. Oh, nice. That's got a nice shine to it.
Yeah, it's a glow in the dark.
Or is it? Let's see if we can get it to glow a little bit here. Alexa, computer room off.
You might have to turn off your monitor too. Oh no, there it is.
Oh no! Oh wow!
Yeah, it glows really good because you didn't need to do nothing.
That is impressive.
Yeah, that's really good. And I think that was how much was limited to?
600 pieces.
Mm-hmm. I remember you.
By the way, anybody here, if you buy glow pops, you need one of these.
Yeah, I have one of those over there too. Mitch actually has the bigger version of it's the same brand, same.
It's an awesome logo.
Bigger.
That is.
Yeah, that's really good.
Alexa, computer room on.
Did you mean bedroom?
Those secrets are not supposed to be told.
Sorry, I didn't find a device named computer room.
Oh my god. The other day at work, I don't know what happened, but I left my Google device on it was on a high volume, right? Because I was taking calls and I was answering agents' questions, so I was listening to music, and then I had to take a call. And for some reason, when I told it to stop talking, and I was like, "How can I help you today?" she started going into this whole diatribe, and I'm like, excuse me one moment, muted myself and was like, shut the
You know what? That happened to me the other day with the Alexa too. Like, I'm like, I didn't ask you for any of this.
Yes, Bev, I did get this. I did get it on Amazon, actually. My only downside, I would say, ordering from Amazon was they shipped this in a bubble envelope. Now, it came in a box.
A box. That's weird.
Well, no, mine was in a box. Like, it had its own, like, its regular box that it was marketed in.
Do we have the same one?
Yeah.
Van Sky.
No, 7-Eleven tech.
Let me see.
But it looks exactly the same.
Yeah, pass me the...
Well, I can't imagine how many different designs you have. I mean, let's be honest. A flashlight's kind of like the wheel. You need a button, you need light, you need someone to put the batteries.
The flashlight.
Hey, Christina, thank you for coming out. But yeah, it's wild. I like it. Oh yeah, you have the same one as I do, LBD.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
The only thing I will tell you about a black light, I made the mistake of going into my washroom and I didn't know bleach was reflective. Oh wow. There are spots that I didn't realize I'd sprayed with bleach but never got to. And it looks like a murder scene, like the whole, because my bathroom's tiny, right? So I was looking at it going, that I know that's clean, but that still disgusts me. But that's actually my next goal. I'm going to paint the bathroom and get rid of that sickly white light baby blue.
Yeah, you're gonna paint it that weird Vigo color. No,
actually, what I'm gonna do is probably paint it a blue similar to this cap. Actually, I'm gonna paint it this color blue. In fact, the only reason this cap is on my desk is something to match the color too. And I think Clarissa's looking for something else.
No, I think I need to change the batteries on my light. Well,
I got like 40,000 some odd batteries because, couldn't buy batteries at Walmart, so I had to go through Amazon, which...
I got the rechargeable ones.
Oh. But, yeah, it's not bad. I like it. That's one of the things too. If you have blacklight pops, you can get all sorts of different types of blacklights. Like for instance, I clearly, as LBD's like currently rediscovering his, I also have blacklight LED strips in my room for my pops that are on shelves. For the
blacklight pops though, you don't even need like the UV ones or nothing like that. It could just be like any regular blue light.
No, that's true. Any blue light will do. I just got the blacklight LED strips because it was easier to just lay them out.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Claire?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm looking for something.
For the glow, it's better. If you're gonna do glow, you need the UV light for sure.
Yeah.
Just for the blacklight pops, like they don't glow. That's the blue light. Yeah. For it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just stick with the UV because it's so much easier.
Yeah, well, honestly, because if you ever decide to switch that display into glow, it'll you don't have to do anything if you have the UV.
And there are some pops that aren't even meant to glow that will glow beautifully because of that. The best example is the Flock Panda Pool.
Oh, Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider with Thanos, baby Thanos.
Yeah, that'll do it too.
And a lot of anime pops too, or anything that has a lightsaber as well.
Shocking, you said anime pops.
I just flashed mine on my Inuyasha and a couple other ones. Their eyes and their hair for the most part. Sometimes. Is that a shirt?
Nice.
Oh, J Novel Toys, nice.
You know what's funny? I don't think I own any white shirts.
I haven't. I used to have like a.
It's really cheaply made, and I will write to him about it. That thing is going to get like faded out. It's like a cheap quality decal on the shirt.
Huh.
My friend makes really good shirts.
At least it's a Hanes, but it's a Hanes shirt. I mean, Hanes.
Oh no, yeah, it's a Hanes shirt, but
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say every shirt that you get here in Canada is like somebody's custom shirt. It's always Fruit of the Loom. Always.
Not over here. It's not.
Well, I figured I'd buy so many of his mystery boxes. It'd be nice to wear a shirt like I wore a shirt with the mystery grill. The only two that I ever bought.
What do you think about the one that you got for the Latin like what the hell?
Oh, I love that shirt.
Yeah.
Latin Heritage.
Latin Heritage, that's what it was. Latin
I
Heritage.
love that shirt. The one that Fox gave me, I have
Yeah.
it. You know what? As a matter of fact, I haven't worn that shirt in a while. Ever since that show that night. You know, if I was to show you, you don't even want to know. There's like 4 drawers worth of t-shirts I've already used.
Yeah.
And I fold them all like this, mind you.
Yeah.
And then I put one opposite because they stack better.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one drawer that has like I don't know how many t-shirts brand new in packaging.
I had some shirts that I've gotten over the years from conventions that were like volunteer shirts that I will never wear again because they're ugly as hell. And because we have like a bit of a homeless community here in the area, and I have that lovely chain link fence for that abandoned lot next door, I've actually just gone outside and like take the sleeves and some twine and just tie them to the fence and leave them there. And usually within the first hour they're gone.
That's good.
Yeah, I just put like a little sign, free, and I'll put like maybe 6 or 7 of them up, and they're gone.
What's up,
Hi, digging Canuck.
We were just talking about you. Yes, she's actually a local Hamiltonian in my neck of the woods. Does a really cool live streams showing people's finds of things that they've gotten from metal detecting. As well as her own personal videos as well, especially in this area because there's a lot of history, especially along the escarpment.
You have to go sub to.
Yes, if you want something a little different, I really suggest you guys check out her channels. Honestly, I've watched a few of her videos already. It's everybody that collects something usually has a guilt. Like something that is not even related to their collecting, like something that they were interested. Like for instance, LBD enjoys bonsai trees. You know, I don't think he's listening to us, and he's got us on mute, so we can have all sorts of fun with what he's.
I am listening to you, Dick.
He's monetized.
Exactly why I said it.
Fine, you're not getting the cut of the 50 cents I'll get from this.
No, that's it.
You're not getting the extra fancy craft dinner.
You know what I'm going to do one day? I'm going to lay out all the t-shirts. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to lay out all the t-shirts on the bed and take a picture of all the brand new ones, just the new ones, not the ones I've already used once.
I was looking for her page so I can post a link. That's why.
Thank you, Christina. You're awesome. You're always on it.
Actually, I can do that right now. Hold on 2 seconds. But
Christina did it.
Oh, thank you, Christina. Thank you. Thank you so much, Christina. I appreciate that very much. I keep forgetting that friggin' this is my only gripe about YouTube. I really wish they hadn't removed the thing where you can sit there and go, oh, look, Dick and Canuck just came in. I've never seen this person in this chat. Oh, I can right click their name. Go to their channel. And it would open up another window.
Yeah. I hate that they took that away.
What, but why? That was a feature that didn't hurt anybody.
It was convenient,
Exactly. Instead of, because let's be honest, I'm lucky. I have a relatively small, moderate channel, and I have a fairly good fan base. But channels that don't do the slow mo for the chat have over 200 people. It's like there's no way to read it. It's like looking at the Matrix, just all this text.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I came across her channel. It was she was in somebody else's live stream, and I looked and I saw Digging Canuck, and I saw her logo had the Mountie on it. I was like, oh, that's cool. I will always support a local channel instantly, as long as their channel isn't like something that's so completely out there, or just because there's some people on we can admit that are on this platform that are just they're angry. They're 24-hour angry. That is their channel. You know, angry mechanic, angry, you know, swimmer, angry bicyclist. That, you know, I'm not gonna support that, but I will gladly sit down and support a local channel that I find genuinely interesting. As long as it's within, you know, they have a certain format. Like, because let's be honest, I know a certain person we were talking about earlier prior to coming on, they've reinvented themselves so many times it's hard to follow their channel. Yeah. And that was the person that, and for the record, if anyone's wondering, that was somebody who owed me money, and that problem was solved. That problem solved itself. But, you know, he, you know, this individual, he, you know, reinvented himself several thousand times, and it's hard to follow people like that.
And if he mentioned it, forget it. Yeah, no, and the worst part is it wasn't even just the channel. It was the channel, the Instagram, it was everything.
Yeah. But he, you know, and this is what I was talking about earlier. I went and did something for this individual, and he eventually, you know, paid me back. But point is that I will support, getting back to it, I will support anybody, as long as they, you know, clearly are trying. End of story. Would never think twice about it. And QuickDraw brought up a good point. It does hurt Google's pockets by not allowing, you know, other content creators to connect to each other unless you, you know, legitimately dig for their information by copying their channel name.
Yeah, or you have Christina in your chat. That's another thing.
That's true. She is the link queen. She could start her own business just based on that model.
So you're saying that, like, when you're on the computer, you can't click on their name and it takes you directly to their page anymore?
No.
But that you know why they probably did that? I'm going to tell you. I read an article not too long ago, and it was on YouTube. You know, the studio where they put all these articles and stuff?
Yeah.
And it was about sub to sub. And what it was found was that people were clicking on other YouTubers' chat and going to those people and subbing to them and saying, "New sub to me," and then they'd go and sub. And I don't know why that would bother them, because, you know, that's only growing channels. But I don't know if people complained about it. Who knows?
People still do it anyway, so it still doesn't make any sense. And
when I first started out,
but now they won't make it easy for you.
Okay, so basically, you put one more step in the ladder.
Also, fun fact about Christina, she doesn't copy paste links. She actually types them out, which is impressive.
No.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, yeah, now I'm impressed.
Yeah, ask her.
Speaking of typing,
I can't do that. I have to copy and paste. I don't even remember my own name sometimes. I won't be remembering how to type in a link.
There was actually a lady I was talking to the other day at work. I was setting up a ticket for her, and she must have had like an old style keyboard, and that woman was just going like 1,000 words a minute and sounded like a machine gun, just bang, 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 bang. I did that one time. I went from 40 to 100 subs. It was super. Yeah. There used to be a Canadian live stream called Pusher Studios, and they're great people. And they used to do this whole thing where they would try to push, if people were close to 1,000, they would shout their channel out and get them over 1,000. And I had it happen 3 or 4 times. And I'd be like, "Oh, wow, I'm at 700." And then I'd be like down to like 630. Because the thing is that in order for a sub to take, you have to watch their content, and you have to at least invest a little time into it. That's why, like, for instance, when I sub to anybody, even if, okay, let's say, for instance, I'm doing a live stream, and I'll use an example, Adam from Bearder Pop. Let's say he's doing a giveaway, and he says, "Hey guys, new channel came out. I really like this person. I'd like it if you would, you know, give him a chance." And you go to his channel and you click on it, and you do the customary hashtag, whatever. And some people will just sub and then close. But when you do that, it doesn't retain the sub. That sub will eventually fall off. So what I'll do is I will do the steps that are necessary. I'll mute that video for now. I'll let it play in the background, and then I'll go back and I'll watch it. Like, I'll watch the whole thing. So granted, they're getting 2 watches out of me. That's fine.
Yeah, but not everybody's doing it on a computer. Yeah. If you're doing it on a phone, it's harder if you're watching on the phone. I don't like the ones that sub, and then after the giveaway's over, they go unsub.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's
I-
free. Stay sub.
Yeah, there's only been a few people I've ever unsubbed from, and that was because I watched their channel and then their channel became something else. Like for instance, there was a blogger and he was doing. I liked watching his blogs. It was interesting. He was a New Yorker and he did these like live streams where he was like walking through the city and he'd pick different parts. And then eventually it started to come to being a rant about life, which I get it. We all have moments in our life where things aren't that bad, but it's like I'm watching this guy to relax because I'm stuck inside my house and and then now he's just like, and that was the only reason I unsubbed because what he was about changed drastically from what it started out as. Yes, and that is another good one too. Is you subscribe to someone if you like their content. That's another thing too. That's what goes back to what we were saying earlier about the sub for sub. It's it's an interesting way to get things started, but it's not lasting. It doesn't stay there. It's very
Yeah.
it has the tensile strength of tissue paper basically. Uh, and all of us have had at some time or another YouTube play the sub games. I mean, for a while I was getting 5 or 6 and then it would disappear by 7 and then it just kept doing that back and forth and now it seems to slowly I'm getting my subs back. LBD had a similar situation a while back. Same deal, right?
Yeah,
We all,
basically.
we all did that.
I got a shout out from Tylock. People came through. We got to I think it was 529 because I was like at 4 something, and then I got to 5 something with Tylock. It was and then it went down again to like 490, and then the next day I just happened to show up at Winkings and he shouted me out again and took me right back. But it was crazy how fast those subs went. It didn't even take like 2 days, I think, for those to go away.
Yeah.
It was
And I know Claire's had similar situations too, where she's had people.
Yeah, but that there was a moment there that YouTube was having problems.
I love
Um, for the record,
I'm a girl.
that is
Oh my
an
God.
inside joke for anybody that was like
Mhm.
around a year ago.
yeah, that's more of a like.
He
Yeah.
sounded like Fox there for a second.
Well, that's what he's talking about.
Uh-huh. But yeah, so I lost like 25 subs in one overnight, and I was like, "The hell is this? What's going on?" And then they eventually came back that week, but very slowly, very
Yeah.
slowly. And
Well, this week was weird for me because I had the shout out from that Instagrammer, right? Because he's got a fairly large Canadian base, so I got some subs out of that. Then I tried. I shoehorned my video into. I shouldn't say shoehorned. I took a past video to put out because I was trying to drum up some interest because my newest video that's coming out this Friday will be a bookend to that video. That pushed me over in hours. That was wild. I'm not going to tell you guys what video. If you want to find out, you can easily see it.
Also,
So,
in the new video, you should probably plug the old video at the same time.
well, I'm gonna link the two together in the comments. I already figured that out because I'm not about to go and record like a 5-second. Go, hey guys. So yeah, so that was interesting, and then thanks to Dead Zone doing his shout out for some of the channels that bought his mystery box, that I'm slowly reaping the benefits of that. Which seriously, guys, if you ever get a chance, and Dead Zone does another box, go for it. I mean, he's a great guy, very generous to the community, one of the most generous people, and he asks for nothing in return.
Yeah,
Which I mean is the most altruistic thing, and especially in the world of collecting, you don't come across a lot of altruistic people. There's always somebody with an agenda.
I knew Dezon maybe about 2 months, and I went to go about 2 months, I think it was, or like a month and a half, and I went to go visit him to take him some of his stuff. I was doing a favor for a person who I thought I was a friend, who had sold Dead Zone a few things, and I was like, you know what, I don't mind traveling, and I went over there. We had a good time, had some beers, and he gifted me basically. He wanted a pop I had, but he ended up pulling it before I got there out of a mystery box. For those who don't know, Dead Zone has a plethora of stashed mystery boxes that he doesn't open when he feels like. Basically, he still traded it with me, and I have that OP till this day. And it was basically a gift at that point because he had the pop I brought to trade, and that's one of my treasured pops. I if I was to ever get rid of it, it would go right back to him.
Yeah. Like for instance, when I mentioned the Conan O'Brien Ghostbuster, and he's like, "Yeah, we can work out a deal." And then because he's a very busy person. He you know he's obviously got his own life and his own things going on, and kind of got lost. I didn't think twice about it, and all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, so you bought my mystery box, and there's a second box on its way." And I was like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah,
thank you." And yeah, it had. In fact, I still have that really super hot candy that I'm almost afraid. I keep looking at it and going, you know what? I'll have it one of these days when I actually have I don't have any water at my desk, so no, we're not drinking it we're not eating it on the live stream. So maybe we'll save that for next week. You know what? I joke and poke fun at people that do the hot spicy food challenge, but I mean, I do have that spicy candy, so we'll give it a try. I'm weak sauce when it comes to hot things, for the record.
Laura has another thing that she mentioned right now. See, she said that sometimes she can't watch us or she'll listen. Yeah. That's another thing. Like besides all the actual, physical things that Dead Zone puts into the community and stuff like that, he'll listen to everybody's content while he's at work and give you your watch time, all that stuff. Even though he can't always watch your stuff, he'll definitely put it on play and have it there if you're doing a live or your videos.
He is a very, very generous man, and I would say and asks for nothing in return. So, definitely something I would suggest if you guys ever get a chance.
Also, his logos are always changing, but they're always really nice.
Yeah, I will give him that. Actually, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to put a link for his channel right now. Oh, there we go. Found it.
You should link up his Instagram because that's where he has all his.
Well, his Instagram is linked to his YouTube, so I'm just hold on, Dead Zone Citizen. So yeah, if you guys get a chance, use the pillar of. Is this where we break into song afterwards?
Yeah, let's go into Kumbaya right now.
Okay, I actually maybe we shouldn't because I mean you live in Washington Heights. I'm sure you're probably tired of singing and dancing, just to get groceries. She hears a strong jazz tone and she's like, "Oh shit! You know what? No. We'll take a walk."
Speaking of the Heights, though, did you finally get to see the end credit scene, Clara?
I haven't even watched it yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I have it on my computer. Hey, Mama J, thank you for coming out. Actually, I have it loaded up, and I'll probably watch it on my personal streaming service, Illuminati Flicks, coming out this February 23rd.
I was gonna watch it. Let's see. I was gonna watch it on Monday, and then I don't know what. I got distracted. Then I was gonna watch it Tuesday, but Mama J's on Tuesdays, and tonight you guys are on. Maybe I'll watch it after this live stream if we don't talk for 3 hours after it.
Well, I know once we're finished here, I'm ordering food because I realized something.
What else is new?
Well, no, you know what I've eaten. You know what I've eaten today? Seriously, honestly, my mom gave me. No, she gave me this protein smoothie that she was making for herself, so she made one for me, and I think that's what's kept me going for the day because that's all I've eaten, and this water.
So you're building a shelf for your mother, and she gives you a protein smoothie.
Well, because she was making one for herself. She's like, "Do you want one?"
I'm a hamburger.
Actually, that would be really nice. That would actually be really sweet. If the live is
black olives.
Hey, I love olives. I mean, it's the quickest way to get me to do something. If I like this comment that NYC Pops just posted up. Yeah, if it's live or long, I listen to it. Well, yeah, and that's what I do too. And you know what? The one thing I'm really horrible for though, I keep meaning to comment on people's videos because I'll be honest with you, every person that's in this chat that has a content, I do watch. However, I will hit the like button, but I very rarely leave a comment just because at the end I put everybody in a playlist, like my own personal, and I use my own personal channel.
I do the same thing, Sean, and I feel really bad because sometimes they might think that you're not supporting them. So I decided that and I just decided this like yesterday, that moving forward, whenever I watch someone's video, I watched NYC today and I actually left a comment. But moving forward, I'm going to just put the emoji of a wolf so they can know that I watched the video and just keep it moving. I mean, I'll comment if I really want to say something about something, but other than that,
that's actually really ingenious. And I wish I had an emoji that would be I suppose a Canadian flag would probably be the closest thing because let's be honest, there's nothing esoteric or Illuminatius in emoji, and if there was, the world would probably have a like the all-seeing eye.
Well, leave a Canadian flag in a light bulb.
Because I'll be honest with you, I work a 10-hour shift, and as much as I love my Spotify playlist and I love to listen to my local radio, I swear to God, after 9 o'clock, this girl comes on. She's about as animated as wet paper. So I throw on podcasts.
Mama J is not doing too well on commenting, except if she's telling you that she's trolling you, and then she will comment, letting you know for the swap.
Speaking of food, not related, but someone's cooking like a really good beef stew, and I can smell it coming in here right now.
I'm talking about Mama J, and he goes, "Well, speaking of food,"
I say, "Well, no, I meant not to take it away, but no, someone next door to me is cooking this like beautiful beef stew." And I can smell it coming through my window now, and it's driving me like ravenous.
How do you know it's beef stew, though?
Because I could smell the gravy. I could smell the
gravy.
Well, no,
that sometimes people cook stuff and it smells like one thing and it's totally different.
Look, I will live in my fantasy. Let me have it. See, LBD, that's how you kill Claire. You don't do it with music. You don't do it with poisoning her food. You do it so it looks like she choked on water.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, God.
You mofo, you. I had chest pains, and I even told Mama J the next day. I had chest pains for about 2 hours after that, and I almost went to the hospital because I was afraid to go to bed and to sleep and have a heart attack in my sleep. So this is what LBD did to me, chat. I excused myself. We were behind, backstage after a show, and I went to the bathroom. And then I didn't go to the bathroom. I went to go pick up
Sean did it.
No, I went to go get a wine cooler because I was drinking some wine coolers, and so I went all the way to the kitchen. As I was there, I don't hear what's going on in this room because it's a pretty big distance. So he decided to tell to play Who Let the Dogs Out. Okay. This thing went full blast in my living room, and it scared me so bad that I actually grabbed my chest, and I had chest pains for 2 hours after that. And I said, what would you have done if I would have not come back from the kitchen? I could have had a heart attack and just died on my kitchen floor. And they were like, we have your address.
The worst part about that, Claire, is because we did it the first time. Well, Sean did it the first time, and you were in the bathroom.
So but I picked light, soft music.
Let me finish. The point I'm trying to make is that she took long to come back the first time. I don't need to be big for this. She took long to come back the first time, so we wouldn't even know because I would just thought she was back in the bathroom because she was drinking.
Well, yeah, but after that, you would have at some point said, "Where's Clara? Why hasn't she come back yet?" And probably one of my dogs would have come in the room and started barking at the screen, saying, "There's something wrong over there." Yeah. Yo, that was crazy. The chest pains was crazy. I was like, okay, this is not good.
Huh?
Killed by Who Let the Dogs Out. Really? The girl that was born the year of the dog, who has 5 dogs. Ironic.
I believe they call it serendipitous.
Exactly.
It's okay. I remember almost getting almost crushed by a bookshelf once when I worked in the
Yes.
bookstore.
What's poppin' Nate says LBD tried to kill Clara. I think there is a contract out, and I think LBD was trying to fulfill it.
I mean, as killers go, I mean, nobody would suspect him. He'd be like,
Really?
look
I mean,
at
it was
him.
ingenious.
Like, you know.
It was ingenious.
Give me a second. I gotta move some stuff to get the kid into bed.
Oh yeah, it's 8:00. Well, we're gonna be wrapping up in about another 10 minutes, anyways. Because like I said, I try to keep these things about 2. Is it? Yeah, about 2 hours. So I had to think there for a second. Are we at the 2 hours?
No, Mama J, they wouldn't do that. Don't say that. They're not gonna eat me. Ew. Mama J, I caught Einstein. I caught him. I caught Einstein. It was a joyous event.
Wow, that dog's hard to catch.
What? No, Einstein was my pet mouse that I've had for like 3-4 weeks
Oh,
now. Remember the little mouse?
Oh, you
I
finally
finally caught him. I caught him last night.
what, in a trap or?
Yep, and
Okay.
I bought these new sticky glue ones
Mm.
that didn't have any scent.
Yeah.
And that mofo, you know what I did though? I put it under the couch against the wall because he used to love to run from the kitchen down under the couch. And I caught him. He was a tiny little fucker. He wasn't even that big. And he looked so big when I would see him running. I guess they stretch.
Yeah.
He was a baby. He was tiny. He was, well, if that was the same one. I'm hoping that was the same one.
Hello, wee one.
Yes, Flipcake, I caught. Yay! I caught Einstein.
I remember when I had my first cat and I had a mouse in my bedroom and it used to do that whole, like you said, running behind like the wall
Of
unit.
course, I killed him.
Hey, little
Mama
one.
J. Hi.
And
Hi, mommy.
Good night.
I couldn't catch it, so the one day I was like, you know what, screw this. So I took the cat and I put the cat in the bedroom and I left her water and I closed the door and I came back 2 hours later and this is my stupidity. I come back and there she is eating the mouse on my brand new bedspread. I was like, you know what? I'm angry now that I have to like obviously get this thing clean now. But you got the mouse, so it's a wash.
Yeah. NYC, you know, I looked at him and I saw him kind of small, and I'm hoping that that's the one, and that it, you know, like Einstein, like NYC says, I hope it's not that they had babies, the one that was in here, you know. But I set more traps just in case. I don't think so though, because you know, the camera hasn't picked anything up at night because I leave my camera and it has infrared, so it hasn't picked anything up at night. So I'm hoping that it did. And Mama J, I'm sorry. What did you want me to do? You know, there is no humane way how to catch a mouse. He died. He died stuck to the pad. You know, and he was alive for a few hours, I guess, because he did take quite a few dumps on it.
I've done the well, I told you when we lived out in the country, we had a huge problem with rats, and we had to actively take because they were attacking our animals, and that was and for the record, if you ever see a barn rat, those things are like
I'm back.
they are just LB, we're getting feedback through you.
The air conditioning.
Your microphone's picking up like everything. I can hear your food digest.
That's probably
I still love the fact that his microphone will either not catch anything.
Mama J, he was dead, Mama J. I did put him outside, inside a plastic bag stuck to the trap. I couldn't get him off the trap. That thing was like, those things are like, you want Gorilla Glue? Those traps. You get your foot stuck on that thing, it's like crazy.
Mama J,
I'm sorry.
If you try to pull that mouse off that trap, you're taking his face off.
Oh God!
Oh, you guys are getting nasty.
No, no. He was dead. He was dead. He must have. He probably was dead for maybe a day because he wasn't decomposing or anything. So he must have died yesterday, and I didn't even notice it because there was no smell. And I just every other day I've been moving the sofa and looking behind it to see if anything was there. And today it was like, ta-da!
Yeah, NYC Pops. That's actually how we got rid of some of the rats in the barn, and then eventually, what we did was we did a fall trap, and with
Let me show Mama J something. I'm gonna show.
Next thing you
Do
know,
not
Farrakhan
turn
pulled
on
his
them.
sisters in. But
I like the fact that now every time she leaves, you have her gunshot. You've caused PTS, and hope you're proud of yourself, LBD. Congratulations, buddy.
oh god,
Like, what do? Tickle the incontinent on your weekends just
you
for
know what?
something to do?
You were the catalyst to that. So shut your mouth.
Hey, you had your you made your choices. So what?
You hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay. No, because it said the mic was unplugged. So
Oh.
I bought these on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
And he wouldn't fall in these. So these, you open this little lid thing that it has here. Watch me crap my finger
Yeah.
off. And you put the food in and it lands.
Yeah.
Right in the middle there, right? You see the hole? When you press it back, right? Mama J is talking about me being. I'm trying to do this without taking my finger off. So Mama J,
I'd
what
use a
would have
pencil
been
myself.
better? The sticky pad or that? That thing would have decapitated him or cut him in half. I think he went on the humane way.
My cousin used to own a pest control company, and why would you say everything that the dog out $10? Wow.
Damn, Mama J, I love you too. Oh my god.
Wait, isn't
well-
that the $10 you paid in super chat? You basically put your hit on yourself.
No, that was Laura. That was Laura at the very beginning.
That was Laura.
Yeah,
No,
she
I'm
did the
talking
very,
about Mama-
She's
Mama
giving you
J
back the
brought
$10
yesterday.
I paid yesterday.
That's what I'm saying.
yes,
You basically paid for yourself.
for every $1 super chat, we will play Who Let the Dogs Out when she's not ready.
Well, hey, that's a good gimmick. You know, it's like, yo, if there would have been, too bad.
Hmm?
You know what? Was the camera on? Because that could have been filmed if I had the camera in the kitchen on. When was that? That was on Sunday, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh shit! It just occurred to me.
Huh. Here's the thing.
Nobody's gonna see it.
Okay,
there's your new
we have
TikTok
to see
video.
it at least backstage. Here's the thing. So the reason I chose it, like who let the dogs out, because there was this comedian who was live who had like thousands of people watching him, and in the middle of his act, he said the words "Alexa, play such and such," because he wanted to play a song so loud and that started right away that you couldn't stop without yelling at Alexa. Because when you talk to Alexa, you'll say it normally. But if that song comes on at full volume, you have to yell because it won't hear you. So that's why I chose that one, because he apparently set off thousands of people's Alexa, and people were calling their kids because they didn't know how to stop it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I would shoot you. There's no other way.
I already did it to you.
Oh, I know. So she found the video.
Yeah, we can hear it.
No, I don't think. What time was that? That was. It'll be on here because I had the camera on.
Well, we went on. Was it 6:30?
Actually, no, it wasn't. It was when you did your thing with Fox.
Oh, it wasn't during the middle of the day. It wasn't.
Oh,
It wasn't. Yeah, because
it
remember
wasn't on Sunday, so it was on. It was on
Monday.
Monday then.
It was on
Monday.
Monday. Yeah, because I was working because you sent me the link saying, "Hey, can you come on?" It's like, dude, I'm working. I'm actually, and if I do that, I will.
Yeah, because Sunday was Dead Zone's thing, and it went so long that we ended up not doing the Sunday thing.
I shut off the camera at like 1:00 in the. I shut off the camera on Monday at 12 after 12:16 and didn't record anymore. If it would have been on Sunday, it would have been recording, but I shut it off on Monday.
There's always next time.
Because I wasn't going to go out or anything, so I shut it off for a little bit. That would have been hysterical because you would have seen me actually leave the floor because I know I jumped up like.
I was actually because after that happened, we were talking about what times we scared people. I was telling Claire that I had a friend of mine. He had just gone to Taco Bell and he got like the big giant drink and he had it in his hand and he's drinking at the food court. And I walk up behind him and on his side, so what are you doing? And he squeezed the container so hard that everything just came out all over the front of him down. And because he's sitting like. Guys don't sit like women, so he's sitting like a guy is. So it went down his front, between his legs, on like all over his pants, and he's looking at me. And he's like, and of course, I'm not a fast person. Even scared, I couldn't outrun him. It's like for every 5 steps I took, he took 2.
But by the way, if anybody ever wants to try that, like put your Alexas on full volume. And then tell it to play that song. No, tell it to play the song. And see how hard it is to tell it to stop in your regular voice that you talk to it, because you won't be able to. It'll take a minute to get it to shut off. You have to yell.
I had to walk right to it and say stop.
That's why.
Right to it, because I was in the kitchen and the Alexa's in the living room.
Yeah, I'm.
And when that thing said, "Who?"
See, I'm
traumatized. I got PTSD from that shit, right? Because
we were just saying that when you left the room. Actually,
I actually left, and I looked back to make sure the computer was turned off. So now I'm like totally paranoid. That's scary. That was stupid. That was stupid.
That was
he tried to kill me, Juju. He tried to kill me, Juju.
Oh, it's okay. There's actually a song by the Headstones called Judy, because I used to hear it all the time. It's like Judy, she's got a problem. Judy, she's alone in the world. But yeah, that was something, man. I even messaged LBD like the next day later and said, so if you tried to kill any more like older people, like is that your deal now?
Apparently, I can get paid for it, so I didn't know that part of it.
I mean, I know that. They throw money at you, and
actually, technically, if Mama J did the super chat for $10, it's mine. So there, I be an accomplice, and I am not willing, and I am not willing or want or nor desire to spend my time.
Washed through Canada.
I have no want nor desire to spend my time at Rikers. Because I will tell you this, I will. If you ever watch Shawshank, there's there's always the one guy in the group that breaks down and cries the night of. That will be me. I will be going, hi everyone, just to be clear, I will be the one crying. So
The next thing is you'll be using syrup to get your cornrows
in. Oh no, I shaved my head, dude. Yeah, I did say I said. Yeah, I did say for $1 we'd make one attempt.
Did.
So, yeah, okay, yeah. All right, I'll stand by it.
That's it. My Alexa in my bed and over there in the living room is getting disconnected, right? I'm just disconnecting that shit.
Hey, just do what Mitch does. He puts as soon as we're talking to him, he puts it on mute. Because I've purposely done that. Like he's like, I'm going to bed for the night, guys, and I said the phrase, and then I said, play Hollaback Girls, and it was like playing something that wasn't even close to Gwen Stefani, and he's like, and he's trying to, and he's getting more frustrated, and eventually he shuts it off, and I'm going, it was worth it. That made me feel good.
Oh my God, look at her. She's okay. Mama J, that's it. It's curtains for you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit, oh,
wow. $5. Okay, so Claire, let me see. Amazon, Jack in the Box. I'll mail those to her. Put a special request in the warehouse. Can you make sure they're all preset? Oh, you guys want to hear a funny story? Speaking of presetting things, so my friend Tony and I, we were in. That's still dark. Thank you, Mama J, but still dark. We were in IKEA. Now, IKEA has those old-fashioned alarm clocks that you crank at the back, and it's got the bells on the top. Like the circular ones with the bells.
Uh-huh.
So we're shopping at IKEA and we can't find my friend Tony. We're like, we don't know where he is. So somebody texts him and he goes, I'm outside the store. I got kicked out. Like, what the hell? So we pay for our goods and we get outside, and because he had a van, so he's our driver, and he's standing there, and I'm like, what did you get kicked out for? He goes, you know those alarm clocks? I'm like, yeah. He goes, I said about 30 of them. And because they're in a giant basket, he was putting some at the bottom of the basket. He was putting some at the top. So they're like scattered all throughout this basket. He said, I got to about 30 before somebody came up to me and asked me what I was doing. And I told him. And the guy was like, why? And he said, because. And then they escorted me out of the building. And I said, you set 30 alarm clocks. And I was like, what did you set them for? He goes, random times. And I mixed them in there.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I looked at him and went, you're lucky they didn't take you out back and just beat you and then dump you in the ravine. Man, I would. Because how do you it's a waiting game at that point. You just sit there and go. But yeah, that was the most. Oh, I couldn't believe he did it. I've never heard anybody ever being kicked out of an IKEA.
No, I like the one where the guys make their own advertisements and put it all around the IKEA.
Oh yeah, or they do the Swedish names that sound like something suggestive, because there was a guy here. He threw in he advertised a party at IKEA and people showed up. He was a constant. It was supposed to be like some art thing, and he's like, party at da-da-da, and all these people showed up, and it was like, what the hell?
Also, if people didn't know, you can actually. Well, I'm not gonna say because I think it'll set off flares too.
Just don't, LBD. Just try to hold it in, buddy. I know it's difficult. We'll get you the help you need.
It's so hard. It's so hard for him, you know.
It's not something that's gonna blast on her ear.
It's like wearing a shirt. You know, it's difficult for him. He
I'm wearing a shirt.
I know. I get it, Drax. Your nipples. I get it.
That's it. She's muted. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute them.
Drax when it comes to shirts.
We're getting to that time, so we'll start from my rights. We'll start with LBD. You got anything coming out? Are you coming out yourself? What?
I actually did my May BAM anime box, which actually surprised. I got a lot of surprises in that. I got 3 level ups, so that was fun. And then Sunday Live is per usual. I believe that's about it for now.
Okay, cool. So you got a video and a live. What about you, Claire?
I have a video on a live too. On Friday, I have a video dropping that is Mama J's Mama J's crap mystery box that I bought.
Oh God.
No, I have a great box, a mystery box that I opened from Mama J, and an AOK from Mama J. That's amazing. So watch that video. It's awesome. And then I have Friday Night Live at 9 o'clock, and we're going to have Isra, and we're going to have Pop and May on. Woo! And I bought like 20 wine coolers. Not that I'm drinking all 20 of them, but I bought some wine coolers, and we're just going to chill out and close off the week and, just do what we do on Friday nights.
Not bad. Well, I have a so I know this is unusual and it doesn't really come out too often, but I happen to like the Umbrella Academy, if anyone's aware of it.
No, really?
Yeah, so I have the second wave minus the Target exclusive video coming out this week. This little keychain is actually going to be a giveaway in the video. So you'll have to watch the video to learn how to get that, and I will be sending that out. That video will be dropping this Friday. In fact, I have to edit it tonight. I'll probably be doing that after I finish wrapping up some other stuff. And, of course, we got LBD's live on Sunday and some other
6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, got some stuff coming up. Is it this week? Hold on just a second.
NYC.
And
let me just answer him. NYC, I did buy it. I saw it. They had it right underneath the Calypso one, and I bought like 4 bottles of the Jamaica Make Me Crazy. So I'll be trying that one out on Friday also.
Nice. But yeah, if like I said, the video will be dropping Friday, and if anyone wants to try to win this, watch the video, follow the instructions, and we're good to go. In fact, I have to watch the video again because I filmed it about 3 weeks ago and I forgot what the instructions were. So yeah.
I pulled one of those pops. I'm sure you have it.
Well, we can figure that out. But in the meantime, that's pretty well it for today. Like I said, I try to keep these things for 2 hours, and we just hit the 2-hour mark. I want to say thank you very much for the people that came in today. Thank you very much, everyone. Also want to thank Laura for being my first super chat, and Mama J for doing a possible hitman job for $5 on Claire.
Putting out a contract against me. Thank you.
Yes, and I have 5 attempts. So I mean, you only
with
have
friends like this, who needs it?
I think the best part of it is that she paid herself. She paid half of it for herself.
I know. I paid for my own contract. Imagine that. And then she was keeping us. She said $5.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, yeah, that's right. That is coming out next week. As well as I'm going to be on Mama J's channel for a trivia night with, I believe, LBD and Totally Mitch and Collectibles. It's going to be a live. It's going to be a great time. I'll be posting that on my.
Are you smarter than a Spectre?
Yes, smarter than a Spectre. I'm going to try. I mean, let's see. I mean, I got to pick my own.
It's the cheats.
It's funny actually. When we had to pick our subject, I was going to go with Canadian currency. I was like, yeah, let's have fun with that. With my luck, it'd be like, so what prime minister's on the $1,000 bill? We have a $1,000 bill.
I'm curious to know how that's gonna go.
So same here, but
I can't wait to see that with my 3 favorite guys. So that's gonna be fun.
Well, considering we secretly snipe at each other, this will be really interesting. I'm wondering if this is going to be like Monopoly, where we were all friends at the beginning, and by the end, we're ready to kill each other.
Somebody's flipping the table.
But yes, actually, a little late for this, but hold on. I'm going to keep this going for just another minute, and I'm going to post Mama J's channel in there. Okay, 1 second. Luckily, because I look up everybody at least once or twice, everything's still saved in my auto search, which is there we go. Okay, so here we are, Mama J, and yeah, I'm cheating. All right, there we go. There is Mama J's channel. If you guys get a chance, subscribe to her. I will think at the end of this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to
beat you to it.
Yeah, you did.
Are you sure about that, LBD?
Yeah. Put live chat. I beat you to it. Even in the StreamYard chat, I beat you to it.
Remove moderator. Okay, go on. You were saying and.
Oh my god!
Oh darn it! I can't actually delete it.
I know you can't because I posted it when I was a moderator.
Okay, never mind. I'll make you back to be a moderator. I was going to remove it, but in the meantime, what I'm going to do is at the end of this video, I'll throw that in the chat. And yes, so I hope to see you guys. Basically, LBD's channel on Sunday and Mama J's on Tuesday, and let's see how that rolls out. Should be fun too because I got to work that day. So in the meantime, guys, take care. Glad you all came out, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye now.
Catch you later.